How's it going? Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. The struggle is real with the hair today. I'm like trying to decide, do I want to be blind this whole time because the light's so bright, or just have a more moody, subdued lighting situation? What looks better? I don't know. Personally, I prefer this one because I can see better. Check on in, everybody. It is Woo Woo Wednesday. We are back at our regularly scheduled time, and we're going to be doing a free one card pull for everybody who wants one once we get started. And we also have a brand new, still sealed. We're going to open this together from Hay House. I got my ordered on Black Friday. Funny enough, I only ordered one deck. One. That's it. Tanya's here, and it's an Ancestors deck. Secrets of the Ancestors. Very fun. Hey, cutie. I miss you, creature salad. Oh, we are too cool. So yes, we're going to open this and unbox this together here momentarily, but I'm going to wait for a couple more people to check on in. And then we're going to pull a card for each of you that want one from this new deck, Secrets of the Ancestors. I only saw the 4 on the back, the 4 cards on the back, but I thought, wow, I love those. So yay. Only one deck. I know. I ordered a book, and the thing is, orders over $25 got free shipping. And the book was like $20 by itself, or $19.99 or whatever, however they had it priced. So I was going to pay $6.99 shipping, so it would have been $26.99 just to get the book, or $25 to add a card deck to that and get free shipping. So like, twist my arm. Okay, so that's why I ordered one card deck. I know that sounds very random. Every single time I've ordered from Hay House, it's been at least probably 5, 6, 7, 8 or more decks usually. And they usually have like a screaming Black Friday deal, but I have a conspiracy theory. Did you guys find any actual deals on Black Friday that you can't really get any other time? Because I did not. And I actually had, the week after Black Friday, a better deal on the coffee that I normally order than what was given during Black Friday. And I didn't buy it or purchase one thing on Black Friday because I'm like, nothing looks like an actual deal to me. Like nothing was really standing out. Not that I really had much to buy except, Christmas gifts for the kids, but yeah, I'm like, where are all these like bargain basement prices and big screaming deals that we used to see even 5-10 years ago? They're just crickets. They're gone. Where did they all go? No, deals are better after. I observed the exact same thing. So who knows what's going on? Apparently me and Tanya are the only ones hanging out here tonight. Hey, I'm here for this. I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm going to probably give it till about 5 minutes before we start pulling cards. But I could, I guess, start unboxing. I'm just dying to know what this deck is. I started it because knowing me, I'd be sitting here with my nails trying to dig at it for like 40 years. Amber's here too. It says we have one person, but yet there are 2 people in the chat. So YouTube's back to gaslighting us. Isn't that fun? 'Tis the season for gaslighting. Oh, okay. So, ooh, pretty. Yeah, I think Hay House does a great job with their, like, I don't know. To me, this is streamlined. It works. It's perfect. So that's one thing I do like about specifically the Hay House decks is just the boxing, the cards. I usually have no complaints about the card stock. They usually feel really good. No exception. They feel great. Ooh, pretty. Oh, it's like the Fool energy here with the 0. The 1 is very Magician vibes. Okay, we're drawing at least the major arcana because I think there's a 44 or 45 card deck. So we are pulling a lot from the tarot, but it feels very feminine to me because this would be like the Magician. Then we have the High Priestess, which is also the High Priestess. And then the 3rd card in the deck, does anyone know what the 3rd card is? It's the Empress, or in this deck, the Matriarch. And we've also got the Patriarch. So for the Emperor, I'm seeing a theme. Ooh, the Shaman is the Hierophant. Love it. The twins are the lovers. Love it. And this is the chariot, but it's the monarch. We've got the chiefess, which is strength card. Yes. We've got the loner, which would be the I almost said hermit card. And we have the goddess circle, which would be the wheel of fortune. The judge, which would be justice. I think that's what this would be. Yeah, justice card. Martyr is the hanged man. Had to think for a second there. This is the death card, or the Jumbi. I'm not sure how we pronounce this. Total disruption. Death card. Peacemaker. This is the temperance card. We have the trickster with the devil card. The deviant with the tower. I mean, just looking at the symbolism without reading, you can tell what these cards are, which I can appreciate. The star is the star card, obviously. The shadow is the, oh my gosh, why am I having a hard time with this one? Number 18 in the deck. I should know this. It's the moon. I do believe the moon. And then the griot, the sun. Oh, as I throw it at you guys. So the moon and then the sun. And then this is the judgment card, the awakening, the huntress. We'll go quicker once we're just doing a quick unboxing so everybody can get here that wants me to pull a card for them. And we have the world with completion. And here's where we go different. Altar of fire. Root of fire. Very interesting because these are like wands cards, fire wands. We've got the creature of fire, creature salad, Tanya. Mother of fire. Father of fire. Altar of water. Okay, so we're kind of doing this feels like the aces in the deck and then the 4 court cards. I did not realize this when I ordered it, but I'm here for it. I like this. Root of water. I'm throwing them at you guys again. Creature of water. I guess this is just an unboxing for anyone who wants to get this deck. I love the artwork though. I'm obsessed. Mother of water, just beautiful. And the colors, like this camera situation is not doing it justice. Father of water. Ooh, altar of air. So altars are aces, I guess. Very interesting. But if you think about it, an altar is somewhere where all potentials are possible. It's just a blank slate from which you, the magician or the high priestess or whatever you want to call yourself, would work from. So it's like the seed of you, whatever it is you want to plant. I love it. Yeah, root of air. I love the pictures. Creature of air. Ooh, it's like a mer person, sea serpent kind of vibes going on here. I like that. Mother of air. Very cool. Father of air. Ooh, I am just losing it here. Very cool. So yeah, it's a nice balance, nice mix of feminine and masculine energies. I dropped some of our tea leaf oracle cards, so I gotta pick those up. Okay. Altar of earth. Root. I'm almost done, so we just have a couple more. Root of earth. Creature of earth. Mother of earth. Father of earth. I didn't even plan to do this, but here we are. We have 3 cards left, so let's finish it out. Mother God, Father God, and the unknown, enigma, which almost feels like the unknowable. Very cool. But we're going to use this deck for our free 1-card pull tonight. I think this is going to be fun, but I, of course, have to shuffle it up so it's not just in order here. And, of course, we have the handy-dandy guidebook, which I don't feel that we need tonight, but I might look through that later just on my own accord to see what it's all about. Boom, let's put that away. I'm going to shuffle a few times as we catch up. I'm going to do some shout outs and say hi to everybody. I love this one. Yeah, I basically got it for free only because I was saying this earlier. I was ordering a book for $19.99, and if you ordered through Hay House, $25, you got free shipping. Well, the shipping was like $6.99. I only went there for the book. I'm like, I'm getting the book. I could have gotten it on Amazon for the same price, but probably free shipping. But then I'm like, I don't know. Let's do a deck. So I added a $5, I think it was, I can't remember how much it was. I think it was pretty cheap, but it got me the free shipping. It was like, I think I paid like 27. So like the deck might've been $7 or something like that, but it got me paying about the same. I got a deck out of it rather than just paying for shipping. So I considered it a win. Yes, I'm going to do some shout outs as I shuffle, but I do have to scroll back up because we're checking on in. We got Tanya, we got Amber, Brittany's here. Hello. Solar Siren, aka Jessa. Manure. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. We're going to do a free 1-card pull. So if you do have a question, just kind of keep that in your mind. And then when I do the code, the secret password for free 1-card pull, you can keep that in mind for that. Linda's here. Yes, we just unboxed this one live. It was still sealed. I got the package earlier today and I just couldn't wait, but I did wait. Oh, and this is what the back of the deck looks like. Very fun. I like it. This way, you don't know which side is up. Girl math. I know. Girl math is the best. And the hair is herring tonight. I need to get it cut by myself. I'm gonna cut it, but waiting for Mercury retrograde to get out of my second house. It's not a good place to get your hair cut when Mercury's retrograde in your second house. Hot tip for everybody out there. So I'm waiting and waiting, but it goes direct on the 16th. But I'm definitely not going to cut my hair probably till around the new year, just to get out of that kind of shadow period of Mercury retrograde. I don't want to take any chances. Accidentally cut it, you know. It's the secret code 143 or heart. Oh, I love it. Let's do that. Let's do 143. Put a 143 in the chat. That means I love you. Put 143 in the chat. That will let me know that you would like a free 1-card pull tonight. And we'll get into it for you. Just a little mini quick reading. No questions needed. Just put your code in and it's like the universe will take care of that and let you know. Oh, Marlene, funny story. I got your email today. I sent out this email to you, at least I thought I did, on Friday. And I went back and I'm looking at our correspondence and I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to assume you did not get my email that I sent out to you on Friday. I was sending it from my phone and I was doing like 3 things at once. So most likely somehow it got eaten in the Mercury retrograde field. That's my assumption anyway. Somehow either it didn't send or I don't know. So I got your new email, but I haven't read it yet. I just saw that you'd emailed and was like, oh, okay. And then went in and I'm like, wait, where's the other email I sent? It's not showing up. So if you did not get it, I don't know what happened, but crazy town. This has been the most Mercury retrograde I've remembered in a minute. All sorts of mixed up packages that are like undeliverable, total miscommunications, like just the most random stuff. But Linda, with Altar of Fire with Good Juju and the number 22. So between now and November 22nd, which is 11 days from now, since we are on the 11th, there's good news, good vibes, good karma coming your way. I feel like, well, I think we're going to do 2, kind of tell a story here. So we're going to do a 2-card pull. I just upgraded all of you. Completion. So something that you've been wanting to put behind you. This does feel related to your son, most likely with the stuff he's dealing with. You're going to be able to put it behind you. Put it, case closed, everything's complete. You know, good vibes coming your way with something you're going through right now. All right, let's put those away. Stagger them back in. Okay. Up next, we have Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Get Michelle some cards. All right, does Michelle need? Ooh, this one jumped. We're definitely taking her. And we have the Root of Water, highly sensitive, with the number 28. People say there's 1. There's a new beginning. This feels very Ace of Cups vibes. I know it's the, I don't know if this is a King, Queen, what of Water or Cups. It feels like very Queen of Cups energy. But we also have the Huntress card, which is the Judgment card. So there's something coming, leveling up with your spiritual gifts, your sensitivity, just you being very intuitive, very aware, not just of your 3D physical surroundings, but like the energies behind something. Maybe even hearing someone say something and they're saying one thing, but the energy's telling you a completely different story. There's something like that going on. and you're just very tuned in. And this is not a gift that's going to go away. This is just going to keep enhancing. There's something coming in with an up level to your spiritual gifts, Michelle. Very exciting. Gotta love a level up. All right. Solar Siren 209. Let's get you some cards. What does Jessa need to know? Both of these are coming out strong. Ooh, we have 2 mother cards. Emotional self-care and mother. So this is the mother of water, very mermaid vibes. And then the mother of fire with shine and rise. Instead of rise and shine, it's like flipped. Very cool. But I'm getting a very, again, very spiritual vibes, but also taking care of yourself. And, just knowing who you are. You do a lot. You do the most, for everybody. So this is about taking care of yourself and allowing any spiritual downloads to come in, because there are a lot of spiritual downloads coming in. And I'm loving the mermaid babies in the background. They're so cute. Look at them. They're just the cutest. But yeah, this is about honoring your heart. And if she is touching her heart, it's like heart palpitations, or if you're dealing with something like that, just grounding in your body. And then candle magic and water magic. Being able to transmute or alchemize things with water is really coming out for you. All right, Amber. Let's get Amber some cards. What does Amber need to know right now? Well, we got one. It did not quite fall to the floor. I caught it. Ooh, lots of mother cards coming out. We have Altar of Water. Feels very Ace of Cups with love overflowing. So this is like an influx of love, especially after all this healing that you've recently done. And then we have Fertile Ground, Mother of Earth, or Queen of Pentacles. This is like being able to finally nurture some seeds that you planted a very long time ago, or being able to utilize energy that is now returned back to you. You're going to be able to start something new, and you're going to almost feel like your energy is overflowing. And I know you're like, where is it? Where is it? It's coming. It's just maybe going to take a minute. But it's on the way. Like you're going to feel this rush or influx of energy to where you're like got room to spare with the energy. So you're like healing this person, healing that person, healing the earth, like healing yourself. You're like next level healing. So be on the lookout for that, Amber. That's amazing. All right, Marlene. Let's get Marlene some cards. Marlene. We have the Martyr, Sacrifice, and Self-Reflection. This is the Hanged Man energy here. And this, to me, feels like just holiday vibes. Like, a lot going on. And moms, especially at this time of year, can feel a bit overwhelmed or maybe underappreciated. And we have the Goddess Circle with Wheel of Change. But there's something shifting or changing to where you are feeling more appreciated. And I am noting the 10 to the 12. They've skipped a number here. So it's like you're taking a leap. So it's like not any steps forward, any steps back, but you're taking 2 steps forward and you're going to continue forward. So it's like, that energy of 1 step forward, 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back. No, this is just 2 steps forward. And then maybe you're there for a minute to kind of reassess the situation, see things from a different perspective. And then you're moving forward again. And this feels to me like the time frame for this is around the holidays into the new year, where you're taking like 2 steps forward. You're just like, almost like, this feels so energetic, but there might be things you're seeing in your 3D reality as well, Marlene, that you're looking around like, even though it may not look very different, you feel like you're a different person. Almost like in the stories or the movies where the character will go on this journey away from home and then they return home and everything looks the same, but it feels different. That's weird, I guess, energy or information coming through, but hopefully it will make more sense after the holidays for you, Marlene. Because it's almost like in my head I'm hearing the information, but like I can't put it into words. So hopefully the words I did give you are enough to figure out what this message is supposed to be. For Kashfi, we have the Trickster. This is the Devil card with ego and excess. And this just feels like energy you're currently going through. It doesn't feel like yours. It feels like collective energy that you're dealing with. But you're going to be able, you yourself, Kashfi, can transmute or just envision this sacred fire. We have, it almost appears to me like this tree is on fire. Like this sacred fire to just clear or cleanse away anything that's not yours and your energy, rather than trying to stick to it or trying to figure out, why do I feel sad or why do I feel angry right now? just bringing that sacred fire to kind of come down. It's not going to burn you. Don't worry. It's not going to burn you. It's just going to burn away anything that's not in your highest good. But there's a lot of good karma and energies and efforts coming in for you, Kashvi. All right. 143, and I do love you. Yay, I love you too, Tanya. All right, let's get Tanya some cards from the new deck. We have the Patriarch with Unapologetic. It's like stepping into that masculine energy, not apologizing for taking care of yourself or taking action or doing the thing, whatever this is. And then Creature Salad of Water. Creature Salad is like an inside joke with us. If you're like, what is she talking about? This is creative expression. So doing something creative. This to me does feel very like something about your home. I know you love your home remodels and upgrades. It's something with that. And even if it's like a little pricey, it's like you're unapologetic. Like, no, this is what I want. And I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna make this dream become a reality. You have this vision for something going on. And this might even be that there's something that you want to shift or change that's kind of been in the works, or you've kind of done a little with it and then put it on the back burner, did a little with it, put it on the back burner. And there's a whole other side project that you're like, but I want to do that. Don't apologize. Whatever it is that you're feeling creatively drawn to do in the moment, focus on that, because the other thing will get done. That's what I feel. The other thing will get done. Very cool. All right. Oh, you did get one. Okay, so she did get one email. Let me go back. It just jumped. Jump. She did get one email, but I responded to that one. Okay, because I did email this week. Well, I think it was Friday. I do believe it was Friday. I don't think it was. Maybe it was Thursday. Oh my gosh, time has been a thing. But I will look all over all of that tomorrow, and I will respond so we can get the ball rolling on all of that for you. All right, so retrograde be retrograding. Isn't that the truth? All right, good vibes and good karma. Yes, coming in hot for you, Linda. Lucina, let's get you some cards. Let's get some cards for Lucina. Here we go. We have the first card, also the Patriarch card, unapologetic, not apologizing for doing the thing. Of course, if you're hurting people, but that's not what I'm saying here. You doing what's in your heart unapologetically. That's what I see here. But we also have the Peacemaker with persistent patience. And instead of kind of bowing out of what it is you want, like if people are asking for your input and you're like, oh no, it's fine, just whatever you guys want to do. Don't do that. Don't do that this time. Instead, speak your heart, speak your mind, because you're going to get what you want. And it's not that you getting what you want means that no one else gets what they want. I see this as like a win-win outcome. When you finally ask for what it is that you want, rather than just conceding or letting other people have the win, so to speak, you're actually, it's like a win-win-win situation coming in for you, Lucina. All right. Amazing. Thank you. No heart palpitation, sensitive ablation. Oh, good. You were missing your mom today and looking back at the missing family love. Aw. Yeah. Oh, for Kashvi, you mentioned, right? She is irritated, upset all the time. Yeah, we'll do that practice with her tonight before she goes to bed. Yeah, it's a game changer, especially with kids, because a lot of kids do have a great imagination. They can envision these things happening, maybe even better than a lot of us adults can. And using imagination is something just very second nature, especially to kids. And yeah, it's pretend, it's in your imagination, but that doesn't mean it's pretend and it doesn't actually help. It absolutely does, because that is the true reality. Your imagination is your I am presence. It is your God spark in action. Because think of anything that exists started as imagination first. That's where the power is. And then, of course, since we're in this realm where time is a thing, cycles are a thing, it takes quote unquote time to implement those imaginings into reality. She is so gifted. Yeah. And like you said, it's like, okay, mom, I'm done. Can we go play now? Like instantaneous. Just happens like that. No time needed in those higher realms for sure. Before you even ask, it's like in the Bible, it's like Ask and you shall receive, but before the words are even out of your mouth, you've already received. Of course, it takes time for us to reach it in this 3D, but on those more energetic realms, it's already done. It's already happening. You already have the thing. You've already manifested whatever it is just because you've already thought it. It's done. It's done. It's happened. It's just because we don't see it instantaneously in our 3D that we start to doubt it or question it or where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And when we ask where is it, we're now affirming to the universe or God or whatever that, hey, I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. Okay, you don't want to have it? You don't have to have it. So then we just undo the work that we just did. We as humans, we've been programmed though. It's not our fault. We've been brainwashed, programmed, and conditioned out of our manifestation. I mean, we're constantly manifesting. It's just we're manifesting a lot of times what we don't want because that's where our focus. We pay attention. We spend our time. That's currency. Current is the flow. What flow state are you in? Are you worried and bringing more of that into your life? Which, don't get me wrong, we don't want to spiritually bypass and la-di-da, everything's fine. But at the same time, we don't want to dwell. Because what you dwell on, you live in. A dwelling, right? When you dwell, that's just coming to me. Wow. Never thought of it like that before. But yeah, what you dwell on, you're living in that energy. You're dwelling in it. And they call a home a dwelling. So like, oh my gosh, I'm blowing my own mind over here. I never thought of it like that. It's so true though. She sees everything just like snap of fingers. Yeah, her mind doesn't get in between with her spark coming through. That's good. And if there's anything you can do to foster that connection without it going away, do it. So many of us are programmed, through the school or parents telling us to grow up or get real, get with it. Not that my mom did that, but my dad did a lot of that. That's not realistic. Quit daydreaming. Okay, how about I don't? So kids have not been conditioned and brainwashed like we have. Absolutely. Yeah, they always say, get with reality. Well, they don't know what actual reality is because that's what we see around us is part of a perceived reality. But two people can, like a crime can be committed and two people can give completely different recollections of what the perpetrator looked like because it's coming through their lens of perception. So we can't even trust that what we see, taste, touch, smell, hear is reality. It blows your mind if you really think about it. Did I miss anybody? If you would like a 2-card pull, we're not even doing one, we're doing 2. And you did not get cards already, put a 143 in the chat and I will pull you some cards. And I don't think we have any donations, so we're just going to vote between the giveaway / drawing or Cosmic Question Corner. I agree to whatever she says she saw, came to her, etc. I'm developing her trust in her instincts. That's amazing. And if all of us had that as kids, like awakened parents that fostered that connection, how much farther ahead we would all be. Oh my gosh, we would be off to the races. All right. While I'm waiting, I'm going to maybe do a poll. Can I do that? Some days it does let me, other days it doesn't. Okay, start a poll. So what would you rather, I'll just say, would you rather have ... cosmic question or free reading / giveaway? And if you're unsure what is the cosmic questions, Amanda, we have a little collection here in this jar that you lovely viewers have submitted over the weeks. We've only been doing this for like weeks, not months, not years. This has been, I think, years at this point, or close to 2 years. Close to 2 years, if I'm correct on that. But Cosmic Questions Corner is you submit a question. We've already got, I'd say maybe 9 or 10. And we might take one new question today as well to replenish our stock here so we don't run too low. But these are questions you guys have maybe about the workings of the universe, conspiracy theories. I don't think we have any like current event news things, but that's not out of the realm of possibility because we're not just reading on the news stories of these things. We're reading to the truth, the energy behind it. Yeah, we're going to add one more question to it tonight for sure. If that's the direction we go. because we're letting you guys vote. What do you want? And some of these cosmic questions have gone so off the rails in the best possible way that we are learning things about the matrix and the way this world works that we're getting answers to questions we didn't even ask. And it's amazing. It's been so amazing. So exciting. Yes. But if we do get the vote for that, we'll do that. We'll go that direction and get one, maybe two more new cosmic questions tonight, if that's what wins. I'm just going to check my email. I think we're up to date. No donations yet. So, oh, it looks like the free reading / giveaway is taking the lead. Big time, big time, big time. I might give it about 3 more minutes. I don't know. Does that seem like too long of a time? Well, I think if you're here, you've already voted. Well, someone just voted and then changed it, then voted, then changed it. I saw it go from 80 to 83 to 80 to 83 again, like twice. Fun. Oh no. Amber A is here. Hello. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've actually done the giveaway and drawing, which I love. I love doing whatever. Just to engage with you guys in this way is so fun for me. So it's a win, whatever we do. I think more people can benefit from the cosmic questions, and that's why I think it's a pretty big hit sometimes, is just because multiple people would be interested in knowing the answer to these questions rather than, say, Amber. One of the Ambers won and then got their question answered, and then we did a drawing selection for, say, someone else and answering their question. But it's still fun. All right. Amber A, since you're here and put a 143, let's grab you a card while we wait for this poll to finish. And then when your reading's over, wrong deck. This one. When your reading is over, we will end the poll and go right into the next segment, which I do believe at this point it's going to be the free reading and giveaway. All right, here we go. So Amber A, let's get your 2 cards. We have the Judge with Poetic Justice. So something is returning to balance, something that's been very out of balance, very chaotic, very stressful. I just wanted to take the biggest deep breath. John, put a 143 in the chat. We're going to get you some cards. We're still going. So, okay, yes, Amber, I'm getting like major like sigh of relief. So something that's really been heavy and weighing you down. This is like the Tower card in normal tarot. The Deviant, chaos and destruction. But this feels like this is energy that's already with you. This is not new stuff just coming in to pile it on, because you are closing a cycle where things have been difficult, things have been hard. Could even be financial stuff. Just taking deep breaths and knowing you're taken care of. Your own spirit has your back. Your spirit has your back is what I'm hearing. So anything that is stressful, is worrying you, especially in a financial or like 3D world capacity, just know, and I have chills now too. So there's a lot of spiritual support for you, Amber A. Coming in hot. Very hot. Yeah. And it's interesting. Normally the Tower is starting to crumble and there's like a lightning strike. This is like full on in like, let's decimate it. Like, let's literally blow it up mode. So this thing you've been stressing about won't return. And it feels like a worry or some sort of, just like thought process on how am I going to make it? How am I going to pay bills? How is this going to happen? How? So those worries, those stresses are being obliterated. Not that your physical life is being obliterated, but the stress about something is being obliterated. More balance, more money, more finances coming in. Yeah, trying to earn more money. There you go. Well, your stress about money, not to say that maybe in the future it won't come back around, but it'll be different. It'll be different circumstances. It won't be tied to what you're currently going through, because there's something coming up that's going to put you in a really good place mentally with your finances. The worries are finally leaving me. Yes. That's exactly what this is saying. All right, John, yay. He says yay. All right, let's get into it for John. Let's get 2 cards. Chills are still coming, so there's more spiritual connection. Okay, we have the Peacemaker with persistent patience. So something you've been waiting for or hoping to have happen that you've been very patiently or maybe sometimes not so patiently waiting for is coming to fruition for you. Something with love life possibly, because we have 2, I was already feeling this feminine energy before I pulled it out of the deck, but we have 2 feminine energies here. We have the emotional self-care Mother of Water card as well. So as you step into your feminine energy and take care of your emotions, to me, I'm seeing you do some sort of meditation where you're releasing emotions or letting your emotions flow, letting them go. Yeah, allowing yourself to have some sort of emotional release, crying, sadness, laughter. Laughter can be a big emotional release as well. And sometimes laughter, this is something I actually have in. There's a scene in my book where laughter quickly turns into tears of just absolute grief-stricken tears. Because think of it this way: when you get into this, laughter. Usually, when you're laughing at something and you're giggling and like deep belly laughs, you're like getting to this like stage almost of hysteria. It's like very interesting vibes. And I love a good belly laugh. Like, it's been a minute since I've had like just the deepest belly laugh where you're like, I might pee myself. I hope I don't pee myself, But there's something so therapeutic about that. Whether the tears run down your eyes or your legs, it's all therapeutic. Oh, you Mrs. R want to move in together soon. Okay, so there's a big level up coming with your feminine energy in your life, your Mrs. R. I love that. So yeah, just know there's an emotional release. Could be something really beautiful like tears of laughter, or even just like old emotions. You don't feel like new emotions that are coming up. If they are sadness of any kind, it just feels like old stuff ready to be let go of. Hi, Shelly Rain. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the donation. So were you donating for a question? We do have the pricing for the questions down below. I do believe it's in the chat, or not the chat, the description. But if you were donating for a question, I believe the super chat price is 15 for the one card pull. But let's be honest, for me, it's never just a one card pull. But if that's just a donation to the channel, I greatly appreciate that. Just let me know either way what you were planning for that. And thank you and welcome. And even still, since you're here, Shelly, let's get you some cards since we're still working in that direction. Okay. So Shelly, your message is altar of air with clarity. So something that you've been confused about, wondering about, directionless, confusion. Like the name of the game here is confusion. Or even just the sense of like, now what? What's my next step? You're getting major clarity on that. And this has something to do with your purpose in life or your passion, just something that makes you feel alive all the way down to your bones. Something that's making you feel very alive. You're getting I said very, but I meant very good clarity. Amazing clarity on something that is feeling like a total spiritual rebirth or spiritual level up. That sign normally says level up, but in this lighting situation, yeah, it's still not showing up. But it feels to me like a big spiritual level up as a result of some sort of epiphany, idea, download that you're getting to know what your next steps are and to be able to live a more rich life. And I don't mean rich just by like cash money and that kind of thing, but rich, like something for me that is such a rich and just juicy part of my life is my spiritual life. And it's me going into shamanic journeys or meditations or doing healing work on myself or others that just, it lights me up from the inside out. And it's such a big part of my life, but it's not anything I can taste or touch or, ground completely into the 3D unless you count my own physical body. But so much of this happens in other realms, but it is just as much a part of me and as real to me as the clothes touching my body as I wear them. Like, it's so real to me and so valid and such a part of me. So very cool. Boom. Yes. Awesome. Ooh, the publishing of your newest book. I love that. Let's see what's going on. Just pull a card for the donation you did send. Publishing of your newest book. Let's see what's going on. Well, there's something to celebrate here. So either it's hitting the numbers that you were hoping, or maybe even some sort of like bestseller list. And I know there are certain different categories, maybe even some like weird, obscure category that your book might be listed in, that you're hitting some sort of like top 5 or top 10, top 100 list or something. But there's definitely something here to celebrate. And wow, double star, because you have the star in this deck as well. So some sort of recognition, reward, or fulfillment, getting clarity on your next steps. Maybe you're even discovering about writing the next book and you're already getting some downloads or ideas about that, Shelly. Very exciting. I can't wait to publish my books someday. I will get there someday. I guess to get there, though, I better start actually working on them again. It's been a minute. been since like September since I've even opened my, like, to actually work on it, my Scrivener document. I probably should get back to that. Yes, that's amazing. You self-publish. That's so cool. Oh, you're waiting for a traditional publisher. Oh, you're so welcome, Shelly. I'm more than happy to help. That is amazing. So cool. Yeah, patience. It might, especially when you're talking about traditional publishing, you're going to be waiting a hot minute usually with them. My choice will be to self-publish when the timing is right for me too. But that means not only am I writing the book, now I have to market the book, get my own editor and proofreader, and I can design my own cover. I do that. Like, that's what I went to college for, but I don't know. I'm just so out of practice with it, and I think maybe just hiring someone to do it at this point will probably be my best bet. But there's all these little hats you got to try on when you're self-publishing that you don't even have to worry about as a traditionally published author. So my hat's coming off to you. Like, wow, that's amazing. Yes, I'm definitely gonna do at least 2 rounds of editing and proofreading and all the things. So beta reader process, I've got a whole system set up for that. I'm ready for that. I just need to ready my manuscript to that point. Well, my first book is in the 4th draft status as it stands now. I do want to go through, because I do have a critique group or a alpha reader group, whatever we want to call them, that have given me feedback on all of book 1. Yeah, and I do have a 4-year bachelor's degree in like graphic design and animation and all that. So like I do have the skills. Again, I do make my own thumbnails and stuff, but they're not that impressive. So to get the exact vision I'm wanting, I'm probably going to hire someone, and it's going to take less time to do it that way than for me to do it myself. Yeah, all of the formatting of the book, the design, the typesetting, the front and back matter, like it's a journey. It's a process to get it all going. But yeah, I have like a 6-book series all planned out. It's in the works. I think I'm 8,000 words into Act 3 of book 2, but it's still in draft 1 status, book 2. And then I had all sorts of, well, it's funny because books, as it stands now, book 6 was the book I sat down to write. And then all this backstory just poured forth, like this whole universe just unlocked. And I'm like, well, now it's a 6-book series and a companion novel that you want to read after the series, because spoilers alert. Yes, a hot picture on the back of me on the back cover. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You're the bomb, Amanda. Well, thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. Yeah, editing, proofreading, just polishing it up as best as you can, and having a cover that fits. You want to stand out, but not so much that they're like, ew, what is this weird random cover in this? Like, you want to still fit your niche, whatever your niche is. And mine is going to be, I'm still like, what exactly is my niche? Because as you get into the series, it becomes even more sci-fi. I mean, it starts out very contemporary meets spiritual meets paranormal meets supernatural. And then things take a turn about book 3, and we get even into like sci-fi type stuff. So for me to pin down, like, if someone's like, well, pick one, Amanda, I don't think I can do that, but I definitely need to, because how the heck am I going to sell or market this book if I can't even tell people what is this book? I still don't know how I wrote book 1. I'm still like, wow, how did that happen? Like, it was like, I must have gone into a fugue state, because I wrote most of it during NaNoWriMo of 2018. Most of it was written then. But I've had these ideas in my head since 2005, because this series started as a Sims 2 book, or like story series back in 2005. So this has been living rent-free in my head for almost 20 years at this point. So it's time. It's time I get it going. Yeah, it's very layered, very, I don't even know how to put into words, which is bad, because I'm a writer. I should be able to do that. But I do have South Node in the 3rd house. So it is good for me to have different drafts that I'm editing, because I'm a very non-linear storyteller in like real life person, as my friends here on the live stream can tell you. I'm like, oh, but wait, before this thing happened, this thing, and that's the beauty of being able to write in Scrivener, because you think of an idea that needs to come before, you can just add it in, and it's like it was there the whole time. A lot of downloads and yeah, absolutely. I had so like I'm still like it blows my mind the level of just intricacy of the world and the characters. It didn't just come from my little human brain. There's just no way. I'm not that cool for this to just no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm weird, but I'm not that cool for that to have just come from my brain. It's definitely from other realms for sure. Now I just need to get it out there and get the rest of the books written. It'll happen. I need to get back to it. Every time I talk about it, I get so pumped up and so excited. So excited. So I just need to get back to it. Yes, I do. We do have a donation that came in from the lovely, the amazing Solar Siren 209, aka Jessa. Mother Mary, woo! Amazing. Mother Mary is awesome. Yeah. I mean, for sure. We're all that source of the I am presence. So it's definitely that aspect of me that came through rather than just my human brain trying to come up with things. So yeah, definitely more spiritual aspects. So we're going to get into Solar Siren's question. Then we're going to close the poll and figure out what's going on with all of that. So Jessa, go ahead and post your question and we're going to get it right into it for you, my dear. I could talk about books and writing and reading and all the things all day. Like I could just have a whole live stream about that. It's the most fun. I even have I think it's linked in the description, my old AuthorTube/writing channel, where you can see me going through the process of writing the first book. Yeah. The job front for Solar Siren. Hi, Banana Anna S. Hello, hello. Yeah, giveaway is winning 70%. So vote for what you want to see tonight. If you haven't already, go ahead and vote. Cosmic questions. Reminder, these are questions like conspiracy theories, the way the world works, that some of these have already been submitted. Last time we had this discussion on the pyramids, or no, it was a Bermuda Triangle. And we were tapping into questions we didn't even we were getting answers to questions we didn't even ask. It was amazing. I still need to get on that and make a playlist and change the thumbnails so it's easy to access the cosmic questions. I need to do that. That's my homework for myself over the Christmas break. I need to just do it so I don't lose them in the shuffle. Okay, so let's look at the job front for Jessa. Tuning into Jessa's lovely spirit. Okay, so I can see right now you're a little worried, you know. The money is moneying right now, but we want more money to come in. Bringing more opportunities in. I just heard opportunity for abundance. So there's something coming. Wow, yeah. Clearing old karma. So what I see with this, Jess, is doing something where you're clearing anything that is hindering your path forward. Because I do see energy that's maybe standing in the way or kind of just, it almost feels like in a dream, like when you're trying to run in a dream. And I've talked about this on the live stream before. When you're trying to run in a dream, it's almost like your feet are in quicksand, or you're trying to run like when you're underwater, or like you're waist deep in water and you try to run. Like that's how it feels like when you're dreaming and running. Not for everybody probably, but for me, there've been a handful of dreams after I tried to close that out. I tried to clear whatever was making that happen for me. I tried to block that. I did clear it out. And for a couple of dreams I had after that where I was running, I was able to run like speed of light, like very fast. But weird random fact coming through, and I don't know. I mean, mermaid vibes. Every time I've ever dreamed I was underwater, I can always breathe underwater in dreams. Always. Since day one of remembering any dream from childhood, I could always breathe underwater. I don't know what the hell that has to do with your job search, but there it is. Brain vomit word salad coming out. There it is. But no, what I see is you being able to clear something, because it feels like the stream for you, the flow state or clarity on your path ahead feels like very much like running underwater in a dream. And that's kind of the energy that's surrounding it right now, but that can be easily cleared. You can easily clear that by just saying, get the F out of here. You're out. You're done. I rebuke you. This is my house. This is my energy. This is my job, and I claim it because I'm God. It was literally playing. That song was literally playing in Applebee's today when I met Cindy. I was like, I gotta send Jessa this. But it was toward the end of the song, like the bridge and stuff, so I didn't get the chorus part of it. But I heard it. I got the memo. All right, Jessa's job search. I'm all over the place in your reading. But yeah, having a bit of patience. And she's like, come on now, let's just do this thing. Let's get it done. And this is what it's been feeling like. So this to me feels more current energy rather than moving into the future. Yeah, because you're balancing it out. And look, even if she's having to run underwater, it's only like a toe deep. Look at that. It's very like puddles rather than like waist deep water. So you're going to be more in the flow with things. And it feels like you're in control, or, Hestia, calling on Hestia to come in and literally clean house, energetically speaking, on anything standing in the way of your career. Yeah, because there's an opportunity coming in that feels very much in alignment with what it is you're looking to do. And there are kind of two cards about moderation, balance, taking things, being in the flow rather than trying to push something or force something through. You just being in that feminine energy of receiving after you've cleared these blocks. So the masculine energy of coming in, clearing these blocks for yourself. Anything, and you don't even have to tune in to find out what these are. Just anything, you rebuking anything that's standing in your way of securing that next bag. Get your bag, bestie. That's what this is saying. So let's just see timing of this opportunity. And once again, it feels like this is either something that's being presented to you or it's somehow finding you rather than you finding it. But you showing up, applying, telling the universe, see, I'm doing what you're telling me to do, is somehow going to be the catalyst. So let it be. Enjoy the mystery of not knowing. This is your fault, Jessa. You got me this deck for my birthday from Chris. So yeah, I love how coy these can be at times, but I want a direct answer. As direct, let's put it this way. I'm gonna rephrase the question slightly. After Jessa clears whatever is standing in her way, after she clears what's standing in her way, what is the timing of this next job opportunity? What is the timing? Okay. Pretty soon after you clear it, it's going to start being in the works. So clear anything standing in the way. Just energetically, just clear it, claim it. Like, just let it be. But like, no, wait, it's happening right now. Just do it. Sometimes you got to ask the right questions to get the answers. Because I was just operating on current energy and they're like being all coy and cute with it. Like, just let it be. Enjoy the mystery of not knowing. Bitch, I gotta pay my bills. Like, this deck is fire. I use this multiple times a day in the other job I do, but also here on this live stream. Yeah, that's cute. But yeah, so you're in the beginning stages. I'm just going to ignore this part that says it's too early to tell. But this moon phase, this feels like it's getting smaller. So new moon. Between now and the new moon, because I know the full moon's coming up, I want to say the 15th, 16th, 15th. So like 4 days from now is the full moon. And then 2 weeks after that is this. It's maybe even a day before the new moon, 2 days maybe. I don't know, just a tiny sliver. So ignore this. This is what I'm zoning in on. You're in the beginning stages. So do some cleansing, do some clearing anytime. And even if you want to shake the dust off of it a few times, just kind of feel into the energy field of your career and your future and your potential in that regard, and you feel any kind of dust or cords or karma associated, just clean house, clear it out. I mean, you already did clean some house today. So clean some energetic house. Again, calling on Hestia to come in and just like with the world's most expensive, most amazing vacuum to clean and cleanse and clear and dust away everything that's standing in your way or just kind of making things slow down. And you're going to be able to do that. But let's just see if there's anything else Jessa needs to know on the job front. Come on now. Yeah, this is what you're embodying. This is what you're... Whoa, on the back of the deck. You're literally saying, it's mine. It's mine. I don't know exactly what that looks like right now, but hey, it's mine. It pays right. The job's right. It's mine. I'm claiming it now. And I wanted to say, yeah, you have 3 of the 4 kings in the deck right here in your reading. So you're taking action and making things happen for sure. But also not forgetting that feminine energy you're stepping into as well. And the more spiritual and etheric realms, cleaning house in the energy realms to clear your path in the 3D reality. You're working on that. So I just heard right around the corner. So as you do that, it's like right around the corner. And I know this is kind of probably the weirdest month for a job search, just because so many people are at certain jobs and hiring and stuff. It's like mentally checked out just because it is like holiday season, and right after that turning into a new year, and everybody's on vacation here and there and everywhere. So it's like, it's kind of a weird month for job searches or hiring, firing, all those things. So it's like, it to me feels like this will be very solidly into the 2025 new year. It's just a matter of clearing that out to make it very early in the new year so you can just hit the ground running by February. That's the time frame coming. February feels like such a highlight month for almost everybody I've been reading for. Like, February is a turning point. February is a turning point. And it's not just a turning point like for better or for worse. It's for better. Like, every single person I've read for, and they're asking for a time, the month of February is coming up, and it's a turn for the better. So it feels like energetically, it's like a human, like all of humanity is shifting timelines in February to something much more impressive. We're not settling anymore. I mean, we can settle if we choose to, but we don't have to. It's like we've already shifted timelines out of that settling energy, or very soon will. And we just need to get on board with it. It's like it's already been done. 209 day. There you go. Set that intention that you're having that job by 209 day. Yes. Speak it into being. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords. Speak it into being. Woo. Yeah, because you're leaving. This is what you're leaving behind. It was literally precariously balanced. We can easily just be like, not for me anymore. Yeah. And my nose just itched. That's very lucky vibes coming in hot. Yeah, leaving those 5s behind. Leaving the lack, which, you know, the struggle is real with letting go of those limiting beliefs. I am right there with you on that. And I've been working through that. Oh, early February is when your Saturn return ends. Oh, isn't that awesome? That's a day to celebrate. I mean, Saturn can kick some butts. It's a task master for sure. Yeah, I actually had a much better time during my Saturn return than I did when Saturn was opposite my moon. That was hard for me. Saturn, and I can't remember the Sati Sati, which is the 7. It's like the 3.5, or it's 2.5 years before it's near your moon sign. The 2.5 years is kind of in the same sign as your moon sign, and then the 2.5 years after. It basically ends up being 7 years of the Sati Sati, which I think Amber was recently out of, or still maybe going through. Amber 9 in. She just had a Sati Sati where Saturn is transiting your moon. And I can't remember what was going on in my life during that, but I know just Saturn being directly opposite my moon, but Saturn transiting my south node, because my south node is exactly opposite my moon, because my north node, or Rahu, and moon are conjunct in my 9th house. And then when Saturn was transiting my what do you call it? Well, Pluto was also directly on, getting it in the mix, opposite my moon and north node, over my south node. It was a cluster, but it catalyzed my spiritual awakening. That was all in 2016. Like, the spiritual awakening happened. My best friend died. Like, craziness. Just crazy, crazy train. That was probably the hardest things I've gone through and came out on the other side of. Outside of, you know, miscarriages and stuff like that. But as like where no one died. I mean, obviously my best friend did die during that, but just the whole awakening thing and seeing that everything was a lie. I mean, I've been pretty awakened to the fact that the government lies to us. I've known that since I was a child. I had this kind of out there conspiracy theorist. I mean, he wasn't out there actually, but people thought he was out there. Conspiracy theorist stepdad who had even more out there conspiracy theorist friends who had like fallout. This one guy buried a bus on his property and created like a fallout shelter in case he thought like, Russia was going to bomb the US or something. So, I mean, I've known that things were going on for a minute since the early 90s. Oh, after 2025, it will start the 2.5 year last part. My last Sati Sati was horrible. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a hot minute for mine because, yeah, in 2016, it was directly opposite my moon. So that was, from that point, I still have about 14, 15 years from that point. So I guess it's not that far away now that I'm really thinking about it. Yeah, because my moon is in Gemini. So when Saturn gets over toward Taurus, we're going to start feeling the love from Saturn. But Saturn is a functional benefic planet for Libra ascendant. So fingers crossed. I kind of now that you've got me thinking, I wonder where Saturn was transiting when my house burned down when I was 13. I'm going to look up that up real quick. Look up that real quick. I can talk, I swear. So that was August. Let's see. I got to go back to 95. Back, way back in time. So August of 1995. August 14th, to be specific. All right. Saturn was, drum roll please, in Aquarius. Pretty close to where it is right now, which is kind of concerning. But not really. Yeah, it's in my 5th house right now. Or at the time of my house burning. Well, it was at that last degree of Aquarius, 29 degrees of Aquarius. And my Venus is right there, like right in Pisces, like less than 1 degree of Pisces. And Venus rules my 8th house of sudden events. So it was close enough transit to my Venus. And I have the hardest time, because Venus is in my 6th house. I have the hardest time with a Venus return or even the sun going over my Venus. It's always really, like, that's hard for me. March every year is probably my hardest month. I don't know why. And I used to think it's because I'm going to turn another year older the next month, but that's not even it. I think it's just the Venus transit the 6th, or whatever's transiting my 6th house before my solar return. The sun lighting up my 6th house does it for me every year. And Pluto, obviously, I think it was still my 2nd house when that happened. Oh, Neptune was making a square to Saturn the day my house burned down. 29 degrees of Sagittarius, and then 29 degrees of, is that a square or a trine? I always get those mixed up because I'm more like Vedic aspects, but I do sometimes use the tropical, like quincunx and trines, all that stuff. I know trines are usually pretty supportive, but sextile is the other one I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. Irrelevant. No one cares. I mean, I'm sure you guys care, but you know what I mean. All right. It looks like the free reading giveaway, this computer just restarted randomly. So fun times. Mercury retrograde, still at the party. Mercury retrograde this time around is like that really drunk person. Like, it's early in the party and they're already drunk. Like, you're like, okay, stay away from me. You smell really bad right now. We care, I promise. Aw, I know you guys do. You guys know me, though. I can ramble on any topic. It doesn't matter. I'll just ramble and ramble. I used to have a blog back in the day called Ramblings of a Redhead. I never deleted it, so I'm sure it's still out there somewhere. I don't think I was the only one with that blog name, though, so yeah, it was mostly talking about when I was pregnant and like planning for the nursery, for Boston's nursery, and I do believe I had a different blog when I was planning my wedding. Cannot remember. I think it was called weddingsbycolor.com. Now that I'm remembering it. Wow, I haven't even thought of that in a long time. But yeah, I've had all sorts of like defunct blogs out there. randomly pop in and write on a blog for like a year and just create like all of this content, and then I just abandon it. Been there, done that. All right. Well, you're having it in Aquarius moon. Yeah. My Venus. So if you're going to the more Babylonian / Hellenistic astrology, my moon is at 29 degrees Aquarius, or Venus is at 29 degrees of Aquarius. But if you're going by the Lahiri, not the Fagan Bradley, but the Lahiri Ayanamsha, it puts me into like 0 point whatever degrees of Pisces for my Venus. And it puts it from the 5th house into the 6th house. But if you're doing the Hellenistic astrology, my ascendant also moves back. So all my planets move forward a house, except Venus stays in the 6th house, but switches to Aquarius rather than Pisces. So whatever way I go, my poor Venus is in the 6th house. So I'm always helping and healing and cleansing and clearing. And I have a lot of females that just don't like me. Gladly, though, I have a lot that are here that do like me. Oh, Bodhi, let's get you a couple cards while I'm getting my crap together over here to close this poll out. All right, let's get Bodhi a couple cards. All right, we have Altar of Water with love overflowing. So love is coming into your life. This can also be self-love or just love of life. Like you're just loving life all of a sudden. Let's get one more. Tell a little story here. What's going on? And then we have the Trickster energy or the Devil card with ego and excess. So this to me feels like, if you are someone who does imbibe or, use drinking as a form of entertainment, just being careful, just saying, kind of public service announcement, just be careful not to go overboard with that. But for the most part, I'm seeing this more energetically, like overcoming this more trickster energy of feeling this like lack, or a lot of the things the Devil card stands for is just not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, feeling tempted to self-sabotage yourself because like, what's the point anyway? Staying out of that energy, Bodhi, and stepping more into, no, I love myself. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to share the love with others. I'm going to do the right thing, whatever that looks like. So I feel the female versus female is like a matrix thing introduced to further suppress the divine. Absolutely. And with Pisces, Pisces Venus is usually like that's the what do they call it? The oh my gosh, the exalted form of Venus. I know there's a specific degree. It's like 27 degrees of Pisces that is like the exaltation point. But just having a Venus Pisces almost acts as like the Multracone sign for Pisces. It loves being, for Venus, it loves being in Pisces. Venus struggles being in Aquarius, I believe. But yeah, I mean, so much of the Venus in Pisces resonates with me. But then you put Venus in Virgo or the original 6th house, that's where it's at its decline or its detriment, where it's doing not so great. So having a Libra ascendant and putting an exalted planet in the worst possible house for itself, walking duality, walking dichotomy. I'm feeling it. But, also having Pluto directly on the ascendant, kind of a similar energy, similar vibe. So we're here for it. Oh, man. You can help plan and decorate my wedding. There we go. I love it. All the mermaid vibes ever. Because if there's one thing that I think of when I think of you, it's mermaid. It's beach. Life's a beach. Beach wedding. All right. So we've done all that we can do. So let's get into our free reading and giveaway. We're ending the poll. 27% voted for cosmic questions. And a whopping 73% for free reading and giveaway. Okay, so if you're new here, you don't know how this reading giveaway thing works. If you're here right now, you're hearing my words, and we're still live. Of course, if you're commenting after the live, I can't really help you. I'm sorry. Put a 444 in the chat, and that will let me know you want me to enter you into this pouch of prizes. No, there are a lot of names in here already, but you're going to be entered. You're going to be entered into here. Some of you are already entered in here multiple times because you've been around a minute. I see Brandy Lynn's name right on top there. She's not here tonight, but her name is in there. Put a 444 in the chat. I will add your name tonight. If we do not pull your name out tonight, that means it's still kind of living in this limbo phase in the pouch. So you can always come back, and if we do one of these drawings with the giveaway, and you're not present, you can check the timestamp at the top of the comments section. I will pin it each live stream. You don't even have to watch the live stream. You can just check the top pinned comment, and if your name is there with a timestamp, that means you won. If you don't see anyone's name or it's not your name, we either didn't do it that live stream, or we did a cosmic question instead, or someone who was present won and didn't need the timestamp. There's a couple options as to why. And it's 7/11 on December 11th. Very fun. Okay, so let's enter those of you that are here that want to be entered. And I don't even have my scissors handy. Oh, I see them now that I just said that. Oh, well, we're just going to rip the strips of paper and write your names today. So we have Kashfi. Oh, wait. We start at the top. John. We have Kashfi. We have Tanya. We have Solar Siren 209. And we have Amber. 9 in. Okay. So we're going to let you guys see. We're entering you. Amber 9 in. Going in. We have Solar Siren 209. We have Tanya. We have Kashfi and John. So John, Kashfi, going in. Okay, let's really stir it up. Isn't that a Bob Marley song, Stir It Up? All right, here we go. We have as the winner tonight, John from a different day, because we used the teal pen tonight, and this is John written in orange pen. Yeah, we had 11 on the polls. I guess I just got too long-winded, and they had to go night-night. You ready to go night-night? I used to tell my dogs that all, and my kids when they were really little. Now I'm like, go to bed. No, I'm definitely not like that. But some nights I'm like, really? Go to bed. Why are you out here for the 4th time? Go to bed. You're supposed to be reading right now. So John, you won the giveaway. We normally do this in the other order, but for some reason tonight we did it this way. Okay, I guess that's what we're rolling with. It is Mercury retrograde, and it's been a minute since we've done this, so I did it in backwards order. That's okay. Everybody who's here, can still get in on the free reading giveaway. And all you have to do, if you're new here and wonder how this works, you just have to determine what tarot card I'm going to pull out of this deck, or that's going to go fly in, or whatever. Just determine, what card is this? What card is this? If you saw the bottom, you know it's not the Fool. So it's any card in the tarot deck except the Fool, because we saw the bottom. So use your 3D vision or guess, or use your intuition, muscle test, and you can have as many chances as you need. You can say as many as you can get out in the chat in the time until someone gets it. But if we're going and no one's getting it, I will narrow it down. Yes, I will, because that's how I roll. Or like that one time I just gave it away. I'm like, and the card I'm holding right now is the Magician. Remember when I said that? Oh my gosh, I was so like, okay. Although, in all the times I've done this, I only did that once, so I consider that a win. Okay. It is a court card. This would be your page, knight, queen, king, but you have to also get what suit it is, which are your cups, your wands, your swords, your pentacles. So there's 4 times 4, 16 different chances. So I've narrowed a 78 card deck down to 16 chances. Well, really 77 cards, because we knew that the Fool was not in there tonight. So someone's going to get it. Oh, you're going to get it. All right. It's a court card. It's a court card. All right. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Tanya might be behind the times from when I said it was a court card. That can happen if you exit out and come back. You think you're live. Ding, ding, ding. Jessa, you won. King of Wands. And this was in your reading, which is hilarious. I love that. So think of a question. It can be still career related or something else, whatever you want. Jessa, put it out there and we're going to answer that for you. And while you're thinking of a question and getting that going, I'm going to switch to this deck and get John's drawing taken care of. So what does John need to know tonight? What does John need to know? Feels like 2 weeks is the time frame I'm getting for this. So 9 of Pentacles, so hard work is paying off. And I'm seeing the woman very comfortable in this setting, this home setting. So this, it's like if you're not moving in 2 weeks, there's definitely like firming up of plans for this moving in together with Mrs. R. Very exciting. Yeah, something or being able to do something with Mrs. R. Probably spending the holidays together. That is kind of in this next 2 week time frame, I'm thinking. Yeah. Some lovely time spent and being able to close out old worries, old stresses, because I am not seeing this as new energy. This is old energy you're clearing out. And let's get a confirmation on what exactly this old energy is. Yeah, just feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling lonely, feeling alone. This is completely shifting and changing for you. I love to see these cards in this reading in this kind of context because this means this is it. Elvis has left the building, energetically speaking, gone, leaving the building. Not to say you'll never be stressed out or worried about things again. No, that's not reality, at least as we know it right now. But big fears or worries you've had about just making things work, especially in love, because we have the new message there with love. You're going to be this like rejuvenated, renewed sense of excitement about life because things are changing and shifting in a beautiful way. What else does John need to know? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's like just lovely feminine energy. But like whatever it is you want, you can manifest it, speak it into being, I always say. And she's dropped the cup, like, not that she's over love, but she knows exactly what she wants. So she's not going to sit around waiting for it anymore. She's going to call it in. That's how I'm interpreting this. Because why? It's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen another deck where there's a cup, chalice, if you will, in a Queen of Swords card. So it's like she's done waiting around. She's done, hoping for things to align. She's going to take action, just make it happen. Like that's the vibe coming through John. So yeah, you're making things happen. And then really exciting ideas, circumstances. Yes, let's timestamp this. Write that down over here. So we're at we probably started at 1:15-ish. Okay, 1 hour, 15 minutes-ish. Okay, I'm going to circle this so that we've got all sorts of other timestamps on here. So I want to make sure I do it. Okay. So closing statement for John, just anything else he needs to know. But yeah, for sure there's some excitement, new ideas, just actions you're taking in to start a solid new foundation for yourself. And I just saw the Ace of Pentacles as but new beginnings everywhere. Beautiful. All right, closing statement for John. Anything else he needs to know in these next 2 weeks or so? King of Cups. Yeah, we had the Queen of Swords, King of Cups. It's like divine feminine, divine masculine. It's been a fairy tale really with me and Mrs. R. And it's because you guys are such a match. You're so in alignment with each other that it's like you've spent, the earlier parts of your lives just weeding out all the stuff that just doesn't need to be there. And now you can actually enjoy the garden with everything just thriving and beautiful because all the weeds have been taken out of it. Like that's the vibe I'm getting with your relationship. It's like you're enjoying, like the rest of your life is the best of your life. Like that's what I'm seeing, which is really amazing. I'm so happy for you, John. That's so exciting. Yay. All right. Jessa, you won. So what question do you have? You won the giveaway. I don't know if you saw that or heard that earlier. With the King of Wands. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Yay. So let me know what you would like to know for your question. Go ahead and write it out and we'll get right into it for you. Boom, boom, boom. And maybe while we're waiting for Jess's question to come up, I'll just pull a collective card for everybody who's here right now. Because why not? All right. Actually, I'm going to go to this. Or every little thing you do is magic deck. That's what this one's called. And this is a really beautiful deck as well. I love it. Okay. So what do all of us that are watching right now need to know? Oh, you did see. Gotcha. So whatever you want to know, post a question and we're going to get into it for you. All right. So what do us little collective here watching now and on the replay need to know? Okay, High Priestess. Being able to see through the illusion of the matrix or of the veil. There's something that's coming to our awareness that was not there before. I just heard there's something there that wasn't there before, you know, like on Beauty and the Beast. But it's not like it wasn't there before. It's just we didn't have the eyes to see, ears to hear. And it's not good stuff. But I love this because we're seeing what's no longer working and we're able to clear it. Just like we were talking about with Jessa in her reading about her career. It's like clearing out all the stuff that's just debris, that's just standing in the way. So we're going to be able to see even deeper into our own energy fields to be able to clear and cut and remove old cords, old energies, entity attachments, just things that are just, they don't need to be there anymore. We're able to see through the illusion. We just thought, oh, I thought it was just me. I thought I was the hot mess. No, it's that entity strapped to your back. Like that's the vibe here. And you're able to clear it. Yeah, literally putting down the burden. Because the Ten of Wands, they can't get any more burdensome. You're putting down that burden. All right, good news. What else do we need to know? Literally. Because you said it, it has to happen now. Because you are the magician of your own life. That's what we need to remember. We all need to remember this like multiple times a day. Maybe even putting it, you know, on a sticky note on your fridge, on your rearview mirror, on your bathroom mirror. I don't know. Put it places. I am the magician of my own life. I already have all the tools I need to make my life the most amazing. I just need to know exactly how to wield said tools. It's like, you know, everyone can have a camera, but it takes that special eye to be full-on like professional photographer. Or everybody can own a pair of scissors, but it takes, again, a special art form or an eye to be able to create a beautiful hairstyle with those scissors, you know? So it's like we all have these tools. It's just learning how to use them. Yeah. So you're learning. Those of you watching now and on the replay that are hearing my words right now, you are learning how to use the tools you already have to manifest a life that you love, a life of abundance, a life of happiness, a life of being able to heal all this old trauma and garbage and clear it out of your way so you can step into your ultimate version. Literally. This is your ultimate version of the star. That is anyone's ultimate version. And it comes after the tower. So, I mean, you've worked hard. You put in the work. You put in the paces. And then we have on the back of the deck the Apprentice of Wands or the Knight of Wands. So this is something you're going to be able to implement pretty quickly once you understand things and know things from your heart. Because there's the brain knowing and then there's a heart knowing. And there is a difference. If you have claircognizance, you know the difference between just knowing something in your brain or knowing something to your spirit, to your very soul, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. You know it, but you don't know how that you know, but you know. That's a heart knowing. And many of you that are watching right now are stepping into that heart knowing, which there is no better feeling than knowing from your heart something to be true. Like mic drop. Like that is the best feeling because you know the universe, God, your own spirit, whatever it is you think about in that regard is taking care of you. All right. So let's ask about getting a house of my own. Well, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. When is this happening? All right. Tuning into Jess's lovely energy. What does she need to know about getting a house of her own that she owns? A house of her own. What does she need to know about this process? Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute. It's been a battle for a minute out there is what I'm trying to say. And it might be yet another, for 5 months for sure, but it's weird because I don't see this as being 5 full years from now. But it might be a year or two. Like, yeah, because you are destined to have that house. It's just the timing and everything that's lining up. Literal destined to be. Literal destined to be. I don't know that it's going to be in the area you're in, though, because this is moving. This is not moving far. I mean, this to me feels still the area you're in, as far as within about a 60-mile radius is usually what the Six of Swords travel is tuning into. Although, if you are looking to move out of state, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. But the most likely potential in the current timeline you're on is to live somewhere in your current area-ish. But right now, yeah, it just feels like right now it's like taking a time out or sleeping on this housing market that's going on where you're at. Because it's just a weird vibe. For a lot of people in a lot of places right now, time is not right to buy because things are so overvalued that the second you buy, when that housing crash comes, especially in your area, especially in my area, there are handfuls of places where they're barely affected. But the area you're in specifically is very affected. Yeah, she's over the town. Maple Valley, yes. Let's just see if that Maple Valley, wow. Celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. I just heard pregnant roller skate, which is what Jessa and I used to call like the Ford Aspire cars. And there's a couple other cars that look like a pregnant roller skate. Don't ask me why I just heard that. But yeah, very interesting why random things come through when they do. But yeah, there's something to celebrate. Maple Valley. Let's see. Ooh. Well, if that's what you want, and, Miss Mermaid vibes here, sea goddess is very real here. The sea goddess vibes are very real. Yeah, this does feel to me like, but you don't have to settle. If there's something better out there, you can choose that, because this is a card of timeline shifting, choices. But the underlying, like, the heart of this card, it's about hope. So don't give up hope just because things look confusing or like, well, the housing market's never going to correct around here. It will. It will. It's just a matter of when. And let's see if we can get a cute little koi time frame, or maybe a more direct time frame from this deck here. Your spirit team does not want you to know the timing. As I drop a whole deck to the floor. Oh. What's another way I can ask this question to try to get the answer? Can you be more Pacific Ocean? As this is staring at me. Puget Sound. Oh my gosh. Can you be more specific, deck? Please, please, please. Timing for Jessa being able to buy a home. Well, it's going to happen in a summer. I don't see that it's summer of 2025, but this very well could be summer of 2026, 2027. Let's just see if we can do it. But then there's also a potential for Libra season, which is right after summer, because literally the day before or a couple days before is the summer solstice, the fall equinox. Like literally days before. So it goes from summer into fall. So that's the time of year. Yeah, if you want to move, because that's the thing is, I feel like you can move well before buying a house. You're moving out of the area. So let's just, because I think I did ask you owning a home. But let's ask actually about just moving from where you're at, because that feels like that's much more imminent. And there did feel like a stepping stone between you owning and where you're at now, like another place that you're moving to. So let's just see the timing of that. Moving in with Sam, or at the very least moving out of your current apartment to some other place. I just saw the move on card, so it's definitely happening. But let's see, when is this happening? Okay, these are flipping. Okay, climb that mountain. Yeah, it's time. It's time to split, because the area you're in just isn't supportive to your amazing high vibes anymore. But I do see, as interesting as this sounds, I do see you being in the area. It actually does keep the crime rate down. So if you were to move out, the crime rate's going to skyrocket even more. I know it's already pretty high around there, and just gunshots and all the fun things. Climb that mountain. So put in the work, put in the effort, do the thing. It will happen. And then cheeky little answer here. It is meant to be a surprise. Again, though, I'm seeing summertime. I'm seeing like summer. So if you, yeah, look, 6 months from now is June. So yeah, it feels to me like summer. June to July feels like a really good time. And then when you do go to buy, it feels like it's going to happen kind of in that summer into fall transition time. But it's not going to be the same year you move out of where you're at now, if that makes sense. Because I dropped this entire deck, I feel like there's a message in this deck but I got to pick the cards up first. So let me bend down into a pretzel under the desk and get them. Okay. Put my hat back on. Okay. So what is Jessa? This literally just fell into my lap. So you can speed this process up. You have more control here than you think. So instead of sitting here waiting for the 3D to meet you where you're at, you just take it and run. Take the timeline and run. You have much more control over the speed of this happening than you know. Yeah, some dude died in Lowe's outside my bedroom window, April of 23. Random that it might have been your own husband. That's pretty scary stuff. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Right? I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. As we're talking about that, father of fire, but passion ignited. When you're able to feel really passionate about life, it's almost like this domino effect of things finally moving forward for you. The career's taken off. I mean, the love life's already popping, so you got that under your belt. The mom life, already rocking that. It's just the career stuff and just the zest for life that may have been missing for a minute. Like you get glimpses of it or like little fleeting moments of it. But for this to like be consistent in your life, that's coming. I feel like that's coming to you in 2025. Yeah, because you've had a couple of bumps in the road and the surgery and, you died, once this year, whatever. So like, minor things. Yeah, you're just morbid, I liked the joke that you and Genevieve were talking about how he used to be 6 foot plus. Now he's 6 foot under or something. Again, we all get through and grieve in our own ways. And sometimes humor is just very needed, Oh my gosh. Anything else Justin needs to know about moving in with Sam and just yeah, it's happening. Love overflowing. I love this. It's happening. Can we get a more accurate time? We did tune in and it kind of went roundabout, but let's see if we can get more accurate. It's funny because I said, no, ignore this. You can speed it up and then they're being coy. But it's happening. And I wanted to ignore this on the one card, but no, it's definitely still happening. Because speed literally fell into the lap. So you can allow the 3D to just kind of play out and do its thing and have it happen later than you want. Or you can say, bitch, I'm in charge of this. I'm swearing a lot tonight. I apologize, you guys, but it's what I do sometimes. So you're in charge of the speed from which this happens. Once you get this like fire back in your, spark, your spark is turning into an inferno and you're ready to like manifest like crazy. If you're going to be a widow, be a young, hot one. I mean, because reasons. You're going to go to sleep. Yeah, absolutely, Amber. I think you deserve some really good, deep rest. Yeah, just set that intention. You get some really deep rest. Because when I set the intention for that, it usually happens. Not always, because there are other factors at play these days. The astral realm is an absolute dumpster fire. So I try to avoid that place like the plague. I still find myself there from time to time, and it shows. But the nights that I set those intentions and bubble myself up in my energy, in my womb, in my sacred waters of life, amniotic fluid, like healing pod chamber, whatever we want to call that thing, with the impenetrable otherworldly metals from other worlds, pyramid that I put all around my energy field. The nights I do remember to do that, I never end up in the astral realm. So it's a very valid way of actually getting. It does look like a merman. Merman needs his butt cut. Another inside joke. It's an inside joke kind of night. And then this lady, Mother of Water, that's looking at me from the back of the deck looks, I mean, there were the mermaid babies. And I think you got this card earlier. Self-care. Yes, you got this in our 2-card pull earlier. So, yes, I love it. So it's like divine feminine and divine masculine. And then as I say that, we have a divine feminine and masculine working together to create the optimum conditions for these timelines to take root. Oh, and it said something about root of air. Interesting. All right. Well, there's your reading, Jessa. Yay. Exciting. So 2 big fun readings for Jessa. I'm just going to double check. My computer just randomly restarted. So I'm going to make sure we didn't have any other donations before I close out tonight. Oh, goody. Let's get you all set up. How about we just ignore this? Because I don't want to go through all that. Skip to my loo. Okay. It's taking too long. I'm going to go over here, skip an ad. It's trying to give us an ad. I did all that for Kashfi. Will do for myself as well. Yes. So valid, so powerful. I'm going to go to my email and just double check over here. It's going to be quicker than trying to get this thing up and running. It's a dinosaur over here. So, oh goody, Mercury retrograde is retrograding again. So, as far as I know, yeah, we're up to date. We're good. We are good, I think. Yes. Okay. I do see here, it's valid because we're all here and I just read this. Someone left a comment over on the Done Creative. Manifest your dream into reality, pick a card reading. How to achieve your goal. And their name is Milano888. And they were a bit confused as to how to manifest. So that, I don't know if that's relevant for any reason, but they picked pile number 3. So, I don't know. I might have to go check that out and just see what's going on over there. Maybe there's a message in that for me too. Most likely, because they did leave it on my video, but I don't know. All right. Well, bye, Amber. You have a wonderful evening. And I would say I'll probably bid all of the rest of you adieu as well. I'm going to go hang out, and I'm fasting right now, so I'm not going to drink anything of substance, but I might just drink some hot water for my throat with some ginger in it. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go do that. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will be back here on Friday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, regularly scheduled time. So I'll be here then. Thanks again, you guys, so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Until next time, have a very peaceful and beautiful evening, and I'll see you then. Much love. Bye.